皆さんこんにちは。1000万 MLB 翻訳侍戦士チャンネルへようこそ。大谷翔平選手、今季31号となる特大ホームランでチームの勝利に貢献。しかしこの夜の主役は彼だけではありませんでした。ドジャースタジアムに響き渡った歓声の裏には驚きの復活劇と思わぬヒーローの登場が隠されていたのです。果たしてこの試合で何が起こったのか。それでは本日の試合を詳しく解説している番組の翻訳をお届けいたします。ご覧ください。
Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers. I'm John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garciaparra. The Dodgers finish off a great homestand to open up the second half of the season. They sweep the Boston Red Sox, follow that up by taking 3 out of 4 from the San Francisco Giants. Today was Kershaw Day for the first time since last October. Looked really good in his 4 innings of work. A little side story of the day, though, was Nick Ahmed's revenge game. Jerry, in a 4-4 game, goes deep against the team that released him 2 weeks ago. Then Shohei followed with a homer as well.
Well, if my voice sounds a little hoarse because everybody here in studio knew I was yelling at the TV screen with Nick Ahmed up at the plate. Go, Nick, you used to kill us against the Dodgers here at Dodger Stadium. Why don't you hit one of those home runs you hit against us?
And then he did.
Today, the next pitch, he goes big fly.
And you called Shohei's right after it, too.
And then I said Shohei's going to go deep back-to-back.
Yeah,
so I love that. And then outstanding job. Clayton Kershaw, welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to endear yourself to a new team and to the fans by going out there in their first game. You get a knock, and then the next day have a huge home run like Nick Ahmed did. I think all around, good team win. They were able to score some runs. They got 14 hits, which you like to see from an offensive side. And then from a pitching side, always great to see Kershaw out there. And we talked about get a win on Kershaw Day, welcome him back. It's exactly what the Dodgers did. The bullpen, did a good job for the most part. Held them that, even though they were allowed to get that, they tied the game. But for the most part, did the job. It's just a good victory.
And the man who was behind the plate today to catch Clayton Kershaw's return, Austin Barnes, who also extended his hitting streak to 11 games, is standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Austin, it was Kershaw Day today. How special was it to see him get back out on that mound and have success today?
Yeah, it's special. He's one of the best pitchers ever. You woke up today, he's kind of excited. You get to see Kershaw pitch, and just going out there with him, I thought he threw the ball really well. Got in some trouble in the 3rd inning, but came back with 3 punchies. I thought it was really encouraging, and I'm excited to see what happens in the future.
And you and your teammates were able to give him some run support early. What's been the focus for you at the plate as of late?
Just getting in good positions to hit and just trying to put good swings on the ball. I feel pretty good up there right now, and just got to keep going.
We saw Nick Ahmed have a home run with this team. We heard about the injuries to Miguel Rojas as well as Chris Taylor. How is someone like him? How has he stepped in and helped get this team going?
That's just awesome. It's to come in on a team, a new team, the first 2 days and hit a game-winning home run. That's awesome. He came over, picked us up. We gave up 2 runs in the 8th inning, which it can't happen. And he came in and gave us that lift we needed.
All right. Well, you guys now have won this series. You swept the Red Sox. How big was it to get the second half of this season going with how you guys started this one?
Good. We know what kind of team we are. Obviously we had some rough patches, but we're still one of the best teams in baseball. So we feel good about ourselves.
All right. But Austin, congratulations on this win today.
Thank you.
Certainly was a great team win, Nomar, but the story of the day was obviously Clayton Kershaw coming back from shoulder surgery, making that first start in almost 300 days, winds up going through 4 innings. We heard Austin Barnes say got into a little bit of trouble in the 3rd inning, but he was able to work out of that trouble, ended up striking out 6 in 4 innings.
Yeah, really impressive, though, in that 3rd inning, the way he got out of that. But, what we were talking about, we expected, 4 to maybe 5 innings, kind of see how it was going. I don't think we were surprised after that 4th inning that he was coming out of the game. But for the most part, we were looking to see, one, if he had the command. But the other thing, too, you want to see, especially coming off a surgery and injury, do you have that same bite? Are you going to be able to keep hitters maybe off balance? Are you going to be able to do that? And he did. He had the curveball. We know he has that. But the breaking ball and getting some of those swings and misses, and especially that 1 inning where he got in a little bit of trouble, where he was battling, gave up 4 hits in a row, gave up a couple runs, but then he ends up striking out the next 3 batters in a row. I think that was really telling. That's vintage Kershaw that we see at times where we're like, listen, all right, my back's against the wall. Now is where I really bear down. And the fact that he had this stuff to go down. It's one thing to think about it, say, hey, listen, I know I can go out there and I gotta get these outs. It's another thing knowing if your body's going to perform, and it did. And I hope and pray he feels good tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the most important part. But again, the swing and miss, I think that was, I don't want to say surprising. Remember, this is his first outing, 290-something days. For him to get that swing and miss against a team that could swing the bat and are very familiar with Clayton Kershaw, that was a pleasant surprise. We saw the sharpness on the slider, that curveball, that 12-6 curveball was there. You see Ellen and the kids get a chance to see him. Look at that 12-6 breaking ball to wipe the hitter out. So that is so promising. Yes, 4 or 5 innings was the plan today, 72 pitches. This is a great step for Clayton Kershaw. Anxious to see how he's going to feel tomorrow and the next day, and be ready to see him in his next start. So great sign for Clayton Kershaw. I love the swing and miss. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. Impressive.
He did have a swing and miss on a cambio, just letting you know.
Yep. He threw 6 changes.
Just let you know. You know, swing and miss.
I tried to tell you guys. Did I say he was a 4-pitch pitcher? Yeah.
He threw 6 changeups
Somebody told me he was.
Swing and miss on one of them.
Yes.
Let's head back to the booth. Check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
Successful day for the Dodgers all around. I think it was going to be successful as long as Kershaw got in and out of this healthy. He did more than that. He struck out 6, and they get 2 home runs late and win the game.
Yeah, he gets through the emotional first inning, and then after that, I was really impressed the way he was landing the breaking ball, especially the curveball for a strike. If he can keep that going, he's going to need that. As the velocity has depleted, you're going to need those slower pitches to land for strikes.
The bullpen gives up just a couple runs. Long relay race for them to get through the game. Honeywell gets the save, but let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning when the Dodgers get back-to-back home runs. The likeliest source and the unlikeliest go back-to-back.
Yeah, Nick Ahmed doesn't hit home runs much, but he hits them against the Dodgers. Now he's hitting them still here at Dodger Stadium, the second most home runs that he's had in this stadium compared to Arizona. When I think about that, I think about the Dodgers had not scored runs with home runs up to that point. They had scored 4 no home runs. Then they get the winners with 2 home runs.
And they hit the road, 3-city trip. They go to Houston, San Diego, and Oakland starting tomorrow night.
All right, the Dodgers open up the second half, winning 6 out of 7 after dropping 6 out of 7 going into the break. Let's get right to the highlights on this Thursday afternoon matinee special. Clayton Kershaw finally getting a chance to start again a big league game. His wife Ellen, the kids in the stands. Top of the first, Jorge Soler leads it off, Jerry, and he pops one up.
Again, getting that 2-0. Nice slider right there, 87 miles an hour. It acted like a cutter, though. That's the movement there. I said it out loud. Great out.
You didn't call it one. You said acted like.
Yes.
There's difference. Yeah, that's why he'll still talk to you.
Lines it. Andy Paez coming in. Hits the catch.
Nice play by Andy Paez. That's way picking up your Hall of Famer on the hill. Not easy when they're hit right at you like that.
Nope. 2 down for Elliot Ramos, the all-star for the Giants. And that one's going to be extra bases.
And this ball's tagged right there. Again, this ball hit hard. Paez tries to make the play on it, but
Kevin Mitchell barehanded plays. What he's going for.
Sometimes those balls knuckle on you. I think it may have knuckled on Paez.
Kirsch comes back and he strikes out Patrick Bailey. Slider.
That was big. That was the we were talking about. To be able to have the swing and miss up when you need it. He needed it there and got it.
Top 2, David Villar leading it off. Kershaw goes back to the slider to get him.
Again, down and in slider. It stays in the strike zone for a long time and then darts under the hands, under the bat.
It's a really quick and easy second inning for Kirsch. He gets Derek Hill. Fly out to right field to Jason Hayward.
You're always looking for those efficient innings as a starter.
Bottom of the second, runner on second for Kike Hernandez. No more, base hit the other way.
I want Kike Hernandez to go out there and look at that video again. Notice that it wasn't a big swing. All he needed to do was put the ball in play, just stayed on it, wasn't trying to pull that. Need more of that from Kike on a more consistent basis because you know it's there. It's right there, and that's an excellent at-bat.
Nomar Saad coming. You know, this is called shot of the day. Austin Barnes, Jerry's called shot comes through.
And looking like Kike, hey, I'm going to use that hole as well. Kike's on first. Use that hole. This ball's down. This is not a bad pitch there by Webb, but Austin Barnes able to go with it.
2 on, 2 down for Shohei Ohtani. And it's a comebacker. Stabbed by Logan Webb. The Dodgers get just that 1 run. Going to the third, it's Soler leading off the inning against Kirsch. 1-2 pitches line to left.
Breaking ball stayed up a little bit. Soler, good player.
And then Fitzgerald rips that one to left.
Fitzgerald has been swinging the bat so hot lately.
That's going to be a triple to tie the game at 1.
Yeah, you know, you see, obviously, Teoscar Hernandez trying to cut it off, unable to get to it. And right there, takes a nasty carom towards center field. That's where you get that triple.
Brings up Ramos and hits this one right off of Kershaw. Deflected to Gavin Lux. It makes it 2-1, and we were worried that maybe he was hurt, but he didn't even have trainers come out and look at him.
I think he was more upset at himself that the ball was over the middle of the plate. obviously upset with that comebacker. Then he comes back and gets this one.
Don't make him angry.
Nope.
It's a strikeout of Bailey.
You don't like it when he gets angry. That is a nasty slider there.
How about the curve?
And that's Vince's Clayton Kershaw. When he gets into trouble, understand, you know what, I got to keep him at bay. Yes, they have 2 runs, but that's all they get right there. Outstanding pitch.
Thairo Estrada, 3-2 pitch to him. Strikes out 3 in a row.
Absolutely filthy.
Okay, so he limits the damage. Top 4, Mike Yastrzemski leading it off. Goes back to the curveball.
Yes.
4th consecutive strikeout for Clayton.
Outstanding pitch right there. Getting big league hitters to chase out of the zone. Great pitch.
2 down for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be a harmless fly ball. Kershaw's through 4.
Fitzgerald made him out?
He did.
Oh,
He did.
Bottom 4, Gavin Lux at the plate. Also had a good day. Kershaw takes a seat and watches the rest of it. And Lux shoots it the other way.
We were talking about the other day, we really like it when Gavin Lux is going the other way. When he's staying on the ball along in the barrel there, we know he can pull it. That's more of just to be able to react to the ball in the inner half, but going the other way is huge.
look at Kike.
3-0 pitch. Hammers it to right.
I tell you what, Luxy the other way with 2 strikes. 3-0, that's when you know you're locked in. 3-0 pitch, not trying to pull, rock it the other way. Well done, Kike Hernandez.
Double ties the game at 2.
Great swing.
Kershaw loving it in the dugout. Even doing the dance. Kinda. Austin Barnes. Why not? That is fair and down the line for the lead.
Anytime you get it past Chapman, that guy at third base, you're doing things right. Relay Bay, continue his hitting prowess.
There's Barnes with his 2nd hit of the game.
Oh, that's English on it, too.
11-game hitting streak for him. Shohei Ohtani, it's a bullet through that left side. Barnes to 3rd, and Shohei's going to hustle him for a double.
Really good athlete right there, playing the game of baseball. You got 2nd and 3rd, 2 out.
They would load him up. After this double by Ohtani.
He does look like a track star, doesn't he?
I mean, he was thinking a double right out of the batter's box, and that's why he was able to get to 2nd. Nice slide right there. Avoid the tag.
And it's Freeman. Pops one up with the bases loaded. The Dodgers will settle for the 2. They have the lead at 3-2. Top 5, Joe Kelly comes in. Facing Ramos, 3-2 pitch. Wow, nasty.
Absolutely dirty. I mean, that's a wipeout slouter. Joe Kelly, as good as it gets.
1 on for Patrick Bailey. Gets that one through the left side. So now the Giants are in business with 2 on. But Kelly comes back to get VR.
VR's going, my last at-bat had a curveball from Kershaw that I had to watch that just fell off the table, and I have to look at that nasty pitch.
And Kelly punches out Thairo Estrada as well.
Using the cambio this time.
Bottom 5 after Andy Pages singled. Gavin Lux with a base hit as well.
Another multi-hit game for Gavin Lux. He has been on a hitting tear. You got 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
I was trying to do some damage against Logan Webb. The Giants ace. Runners on the corners for Jay. Hits it to short. That's going to be a double play. Run scores to make it 4-2. Heading to the 6th. It's Daniel Hudson coming in. Mike Yastrzemski. And Pages tested again.
Always hit hard. That's why you have your defense.
Day game's not easy for the infielders and outfielders. Good read by Pages.
Michael Conforto strikes out 96 from Huddy. And then Fitzgerald made 2 outs today.
Standing job by Huddy.
Bottom half of the 6th, 2 on for Freeman. He popped up last time with the bases loaded. He comes through this time, but he hits it so hard, it's not going to score a run. So they're loaded again. And Jerry, this is one where you're hoping it doesn't come back to haunt them because Andy Pages hits it hard, but this is a double play.
Right there, they're looking for that double play ball. They got it.
And the Dodgers waste a big opportunity right there. Going to the 7th inning, Evan Phillips facing Matt Chapman. Gets the call.
Slider there by Evan Phillips.
2 down for Bailey. On the 3-2 pitch, right to Freddie Freeman. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Phillips.
I like that movement on that pitch. There was some late movement and some good location. Get in on the hands.
Top 8, Alex Vesia facing David Villar to lead off the inning. That one is hit to left, and that's going to be a double for Villar. Vesia would come back, get a couple outs, but then Michael Conforto hits it off the wall to make it 4-3.
Get behind the count, 3-1. Conforto, sitting fastball, gets it, doesn't miss.
So the tying run in scoring position, Blake Trinan comes in to face Jorge Soler. The 0-2 pitch is able to just flick it out there into left field to tie the game.
It wasn't that bad of a pitch. Just sometimes you tip your hat. Soler was able to stay on the ball just long enough, and he's strong to kind of get it in the outfield.
Speaking of strong, that just sets up the drama here because Nick Ahmed, revenge swing against his former team.
Nicholas gets a pitch down. This is down, not a bad pitch, but able to backspin the baseball. He was on a couch about 10 days ago, but I'll tell you what, able to come off that couch and swing that thing to put us ahead against his former teammates. That's always good to see.
5-4 Dodgers. How about a little breathing room, Nomar? Shohei Ohtani supplying it back-to-back.
You know, down the line, he's like kind of looking. He's like, is that going to stay fair? Is it going to hook? Foul? No. Then he's like, okay, it's going to be fair and out of here.
Number 31 on the year for Shohei. Wow. Another look, a no-doubter.
That's a majestic blast. You see those old school videos of Babe Ruth hitting those majestic blasts at Yankee Stadium. We're seeing Shohei Ohtani do it at Dodger Stadium.
Dodgers get the win, taking 3 out of 4 from the Giants, 6-4 the final. They are 62-42. Blake Trinan is the winning pitcher. Brent Honeywell worked the 9th inning for his first career save. Clayton Kershaw went 4 innings, allowed 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Kike Hernandez 3 for 4 with a double, couple of RBIs. Both Shohei and Nick Ahmed went 2 for 4 with home runs. Here's what's ahead on the calendar. Dodgers hopping on a plane for Houston to take on the hated Astros this weekend. An off day Monday. Tuesday is the trade deadline just before the Dodgers open up a 2-game series in San Diego. And then next weekend, possibly the final trip ever for the Dodgers to Oakland to take on the A's. Tomorrow's game is on Apple TV. The rest of them right here on Sportsnet LA. What a sight to see. It was Kershaw Day for the first time in 2024. We will hear from Kersh as well as the skipper, Dave Roberts, coming up. Here's today's Arco top-tier stats. Clayton Kershaw's pitching line for this game, and his first game back since last October. Wound up going 4 innings, gave up a couple of runs, had 6 strikeouts, did issue 2 walks, but threw 72 pitches. All in all, a pretty good first game for Clayton Kershaw. As for his thoughts on the first game, let's go back inside the clubhouse and hear from Clayton with Kirsten and the media.
Clayton, just how special was it for you just to get back out there on that mound and also just to have success today?
Yeah, it meant a lot. I think, you know, just from the first time, you know, having surgery to the rehab process to be able to get back out there in Dodger Stadium is something I thought about for a long time. So it meant a lot. It meant a lot. You know, Ellen and the kids were here too, and they were so excited. And there's a lot of people in here that spent a lot of time with me to help me get back, and people back home as well to help. So just this was really cool that a lot of people cared so much to help me. And so and then for me personally to go back out and, you know, pitch here in Dodger Stadium, definitely not that I ever did before, but I'm not going to take that for granted again. So it was fun, you know, definitely some things to get better at, but overall it was a good day, and I can build off of it.
Clayton, could you feel the emotional connection that the people that helped you to get back here, your family, your teammates, did you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody, it's such a, that's why this is a team, you know. I think from the training staff, strength staff, you know, everybody here, they spent so much time helping me, you know, and trying to get me back. So not coming back is obviously something that I wanted to do, but it's kind of like they spent all this time to help me get back, so they want to see me back out there too, you know. So so all their work isn't for nothing, and so I'm appreciative of that. And then, you know, Ellen and the kids, you know, they had to spend a lot of time with me the last 8 months. So, you know, same thing for them, for them to be up in the stands and get to watch me pitch. Yeah, same thing. Just not going to take that for granted.
What was the reaction that you had, the family?
They're just excited. You know, I think especially Callie, Charlie Cooper, my oldest three, they were just really excited to get to watch a game that I was pitching in, and so that was really fun. And you know, it was great. It was a great day.
How would you sort of assess the start overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was okay. You know, there's some stuff that I can get better at, but I felt overall the breaking balls were good. You know, fastball command had a little bit to be desired overall, but you know, first time back out, I'll take it.
Did you feel a pretty good adrenaline rush when the 2-on, no-out situation, getting out of that?
No, I mean, I think I kind of felt the same. You know, had the pregame nerves like I always do, and then you know, when guys get on base, you just got to keep making pitches.
Clayton, guys that come back from injuries always talk about just trying to get over the part of trusting that you can do what you want your body to do. Did you ever have a point in time in this game where you trusted it, or coming into it in the bullpen, anything like that?
No, I mean, honestly, I never really had much of that. You know, I think, you know, Dr. Elitrosh says if it's healthy, you can't hurt it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to test it and see if you're right. And he was right. And then at the end of the day, you just got to perform. It doesn't matter all the rehab you do, all the surgery you have. Like, it doesn't matter. If you just got to go perform. So looking forward to, you know, my next start, just kind of thinking about that. It'll be good.
Coming back to strike out 3 in a row, when you had that jam, did that show you anything about just maybe the quality of your stuff right now?
I mean, anytime you get swing and miss, I think that's a good thing. You know, sometimes you need it more than others. So with guys on base, you need it. And yeah, like I said, I think the slider and the curveball were okay today. Fastball just had a little bit more, needed a little bit better command overall. But, you know, for the first one, I'll take it.
Clayton, it seems like Kike and Barnesy really didn't want you to lose after that.
Kike and Barnesy never want to lose. They never want to lose. So, yeah, I played with those guys for a long time, and, you know, especially Barnesy. So, you know, he's swinging the bat really well right now, and obviously does a great job behind the plate. So it's always fun to get to do that. You know, I never tell him to his face, but it's always fun to have him back there. And yeah, Kike had a great day today as well. Some great defensive plays all the way around Pi in the first inning, kind of helped me settle in. So yeah, just that's why it's great to be on a good team.
Clayton, could you pitch more in 4 innings?
Sure, I don't know. It's not my I pitch when they tell me to.
And Clayton, you became the first Dodgers pitcher in franchise history to pitch for this organization for 17 seasons. How significant is that for you?
It kind of makes me feel old a little bit, but I mean, at the same time, I don't take for granted, you know, what this organization means to a lot of people in Los Angeles and all over the world. So, you know, for me to be able to be here that long, it's a huge honor. And so I don't, you know, like I said, I've tried not to take anything for granted, but anytime, you know, after surgery you get to come back out, I'm not going to take it for granted at all.
How will you explain this one to your kids when they ask what it was like out there today?
I don't know. I think I'll tell them it was hot, but, you know, other than that, just to be doing what you're meant to be doing is a good thing.
You get to year 17 coming off that kind of injury, that kind of surgery, Jerry. You hear Clayton Kershaw saying things like it meant a lot to him, and he doesn't take any of this for granted each time he gets a chance to pitch there.
Hey, listen, he works extremely hard, and obviously every year he makes sure that his body is the best it possibly can be when he takes the hill for the Dodgers. Yeah, it was a little trying at times, especially after surgery, but Dr. Neil Elitrosh told him, hey, you're 100% healthy, let it eat. And what I love about this outing, yes, the 4 innings pitched, the 2 earned runs, I love that he got into trouble in that 3rd inning. Because sometimes when you get into trouble, you got to understand, you know what, I got to fight my way out of this. I don't care how my arm feels, I don't care how my body feels. I'm going to go out there, and not only to get outs, he got swing and miss. That tells me he is on the right track.
Yeah, and he talked about that he liked to swing and miss. Curveball, breaking ball was working good, which is always great to see. What I really liked, he sounded really positive. And we know he always shows his emotions out there, doesn't hide them too well, so that's a positive sign.
Great first start for Clayton Kershaw in his comeback, the first one of the season for him. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani hit his 31st homer. We'll hear from Dave Roberts on his MVPs coming up next. if you're hungry. Dodgers had 16 strikeouts today. That means you can celebrate tomorrow by going to Jack in the Box. Get a free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink. Only at LA area restaurants today was Clayton Kershaw. He carried most of the load. He had 6 strikeouts, but then 6 relievers came in and punched out 10 more. 16 strikeouts. Dodgers get the win 6-4 over the San Francisco Giants. Let's head back to the stadium and hear from Dave Roberts right now with Kirsten and the media.
Dave, just first with Clayton Kershaw, seeing him back out there, just can you put it towards what you heard?
Didn't it look right to have him back out there? It was great. You know, hearing his song come out and just watching him sweat, compete, you know, punch guys out, it was great. I thought we pushed him enough to get him ready for his next one where we can continue to build, and we've got a nice foundation. And, yeah, I mean, it was just, it's been such a long, you know, road for him back. And I'm just happy for him. I'm happy for his family and, you know, for the fans to get to see, you know, one of the greats.
Didn't see how he got in a little bit of traffic, but just to see how the stuff is playing and how he's kind of had to evolve going back from the shoulder surgery. I guess, what did you see from that side? Kind of, did you feel good just about?
I think from that side, what I was looking at is the stuff, and I think the arm speed, the hand speed, and that's something that he kept and maintained for all of his pitches. And when he starts to lose that, then the slider isn't sharp. The curveball doesn't get there, and then there's some little bit loss on the fastball velocity. But today, it held, and so for me, that was a big positive and shows that he's strong, he's healthy.
Did those things exceed your expectations?
You know, I don't know. I tried not to put too much expectations on, you know what we were going to get from him, but I think it was as good as a result and of his stuff and performance as I could have hoped for. And just even talking to him after the game, I think he felt there was some adrenaline, I'm sure, but he felt good, felt strong still. And so I think that's something that I'm excited about. And, you know, I expected the swing and miss. I just didn't know if the stuff, the hand speed, the arm speed was going to hold. And so it did. And so that's something for me is a big takeaway.
Do you feel like the momentum of the season is back on your side after the way things went into the All-Star break? You guys go 6-1. On this homestand, you get Glasnow and Kershaw back. Do you feel like things are starting to go your way again?
I do. I just really, you know, happy for the guys to, you know, weather a lot of things that are out of their control, and guys have stepped up. And, you know, Kike had a big day. Lux is continuing to play well. Austin's doing a fantastic job behind the plate and supporting everyone else. The guys in the pen have stepped up in whatever role is asked of them, and the young starters are doing great. So to your point, yeah, we're getting healthy. We're getting our guys back, and not to say that there's not going to be some more challenges or another storm coming, but I do think that, you know, that storm sort of before the break, I think we weathered it, and we got some momentum going into this road trip.
Well, if you had Nick Ahmed with the go-ahead homer on July 25th for the Dodgers against the Giants, a lot smarter than the rest of us. More ahead after the Dodgers beat San Francisco 6-4. Cardinals Jr. moment of the game, Nomar, it's gotta be Nick Ahmed against his former team, breaking a tie with a home run in the 8th inning.
Yeah, and listen, we're not taking anything away from Clayton Kershaw because that's definitely a huge moment being on the hill. But Nick Ahmed here coming up big and putting that go-ahead home run in the 8th, exactly what the Dodgers needed to make Kershaw Day such a great day. Nick Ahmed, welcome to the Dodgers.
Final thoughts and a look ahead to this weekend's series. The Dodgers traveling to Houston, take on the hated Astros. Jerry, we've talked a lot about Clayton Kershaw on this show, and rightfully so. Nick Ahmed as well against his former team, but also we got to give some love to Shohei, number 31.
Because he is the big show. Outstanding job, gets a breaking ball up in the zone, drives it, hits it about 500 feet high and 430 feet with the distance. Outstanding job, head down on contact, great follow through. The fans and the big show knew right away, epic home run.
That was right after Nick Ahmed had gone deep. Dodgers win 6-4, so now they head to Houston. Nomar, they'll have 3-game series against the AL West leading Astros.
Well, you know, it's a matter of keeping this momentum. Obviously, they started the second half really well. I like the way they're playing. Now you're going to go over there. You're playing a good team. The Houston Astros, we know we do not like them. Right. And you got to go out there and win that series.
Yeah, we don't like them.
For Jerry, Nomar, and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching Dodgers Astros coming up this weekend.
今回の動画はいかがでしたか？ぜひご意見ご感想をコメント欄までお願いいたします。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーの最新情報など海外の番組の翻訳をお届けしています。面白いと思っていただけましたら、よかったら高評価とチャンネル登録をお願いします。どんな情報をお届けしたら喜んでいただけるか、ぜひお聞かせください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いいたしましょう。